Hey guys, Matthew here. So I've had about 3 weeks with the Google Pixel Buds, or Pixel Buds 2, or Pixel Buds 2020. It's like Google wants us to completely forget about that Google Pixel Bud back in 2017 or 18 that were just horrible. But anyways, I've got the Google Pixel Buds True Wireless here, so we're gonna go ahead and review these. Stay tuned. Okay, so to get started off with, these kind of fit in between the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, which are $149.99, and then of course the AirPods Pros, which are $249.99 at $179.99. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So on to design. These are very nice. They are very reminiscent of the AirPods case. Like this, and then you have the AirPods case here too. So they're very reminiscent of the AirPods Pros case and the AirPods case, the original ones. I think I have those somewhere around here, but anyways. I like that these aren't glossy. As you can tell, it's more of an eggshell kind of look, which in my opinion looks very nice. It's not as slippery or anything like that, versus the AirPods Pros and the AirPods case, which are kind of a glossy finish, along with the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, which are a glossy finish as well. So it's nice to see that the Google is kind of going away from the glossy and having this kind of matte finish. It's very nice. It's kind of the same color finish as their wireless charging stand. Very similar. So anyways, I really like that. So when it comes to like the case itself, besides just the looks of it, it's very nice. I love the click. As you can tell, and it's one-handed, which is very nice. You don't have to use two hands to open it or close it. It's very nice, and there's magnetics in here, so it kind of keeps it without falling, which is very nice in my opinion. So I like that. Very similar to the AirPods Pros and AirPods case, you have a button right here at the very bottom, not at the very in the back of the very bottom here, that if you hold it down, it'll put it in a pairing mode if you don't have a Pixel phone or anything like that. And then on the very bottom is a USB-C charging case, which I think is very nice that Google uses USB-C. So I think all other devices should use USB-C, even Apple. I think they need to get rid of their Lightning charger and go ahead and move to USB-C, but they're trying to make some money with that proprietary charging, so I understand. But anyways, I really like this case. It's small, it fits in the pocket really well, just like the AirPods case, and it just kind of disappears. I put it in my pocket and I just forget about it sometimes, so that's very nice that they have this. I like that the earbuds right here are white, with the built-in ear fin right here is very nice. It keeps it in place. It doesn't make it to where it kind of moves around or anything like that. At first, when I saw this, I was like, I wonder how that's gonna be. But with the ear fin and then the actual earbud and then the ear tip, it stays in place very well in my opinion. When it comes to comfort, these are very comfortable in my opinion. These are probably the most comfortable earbuds that I've worn to date. I just like it. This is kind of a hard plastic feel, however, it's not as hard plastic as, like, let's say your AirPod Pros. At least it doesn't feel like that to me, and it's very comfortable in my opinion. You just kind of pop it in your ear like this and give it a twist and it's ready to go. So it's very nice in my opinion. I will say I have used these to lay in bed and like watch a TV show or something while laying in bed with my pillow against the earbud. And compared to the others, like the Samsung and the AirPods, these are very comfortable. I have not had an issue where my ears just hurt after a long period of time. I could honestly fall asleep with these in my ears, which is very nice. They're very comfortable, so just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, along with the case, there's these lights here, these LED lights that kind of tell you the status of the earbuds themselves and of the case. This case is Qi enabled, so not only do you have USB-C to charge it, but you can also charge it via wirelessly. So I've got a wireless charging pad here. The weird thing though is that with these, you put it like this on a stand, yet it doesn't charge. However, if you kind of take it and you put it upside down, it charges right away. So it's kind of weird that it does that. I don't know if Google meant to do it that way or if it's just a quirk that just happened to be that way. You know how Google is with their weird quirks and stuff, like delivering phones in pizza boxes at launch date and stuff like that. So who knows, it might be something Google did on purpose, it might not, but it's still something kind of weird with that. But anyways, and then of course any other Qi enabled charging pad, not just the Pixel stand that is meant for Google products, but you can do it on any charging stand. You just kind of place it on the stand, on the pad itself, and it'll just go ahead and charge right up, which is nice. So anyways, I like that about the Pixel Buds. Okay, so when it comes to the gestures on these, it's very similar to a lot of other true wireless earbuds. When it comes to gestures, you have the single tap play pauses, double tap moves to the next track, and triple tap moves back to the previous track. What is a little different is that because these are Google Pixel Buds, they do have the Google Assistant built in. So you can say those magic words of, and it will just start going. You don't need your phone or anything on you to enable that, or to pull up your Google Assistant. Also, you can also tap and hold the bud, and it'll pull up your Google Assistant and let you hear any notifications that you may have, anything like that, which is pretty neat. I like to, when I go to the store or anything like that right now, because I go like maybe once a week for groceries or anything like that, but I'll like be listening to music with one earbud in, one earbud out, and I'll be listening to music and I'll get a notification, and this will tell me you have one notification, Snapchat. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that it does that. I really like it. It'll also tell you like the weather outside and any upcoming events that you may have. So that's really neat that these have that. They're very small. I was worried about the size, just because looking at it from promos or anything like that, they kind of looked a little bit bigger than expected. However, in my opinion, they're very small compared to what I thought. I'll put the Galaxy Buds right next to them, as you can see here. And yeah, the Galaxy Buds are considerably bigger, larger than the Pixel Buds, which is cool. I like how small they are. When it comes to fit, I do like these. They fit very well. I will say, I personally, on most earbuds, I like the larger ear tips. I don't know, I just like them. I feel like it has a better seal in my ears. However, with these, I just decided I'd experiment to see which ones to go with. And honestly, I think the small ones are the best ones for me for best sound quality, anything like that, which is kind of weird in my opinion, but I really like the small ones for these. So anyways, as you can see, I'll put them in my ears, and they're very small. They don't protrude too far out or anything like that. They're not like the Sony headphone earbuds that like come out majorly or anything like that, which is really nice. I would rather it be more discreet than be obnoxious and sticking out or anything like that. So another cool thing is that with these, you can use either or independently. You don't have to use one and the other or anything like that. Yeah, I tend to use just the right one when I'm going to the store or anything like that, but sometimes I'll use just the left one, so it doesn't matter. You can use them both independently, and the gesture controls do work independently no matter what side you're using, so which is really neat. Also, on the gestures, for for volume, you can control volume, which is really neat by swiping forward or swiping back, which I think is a very neat feature instead of having to hold and hope that it goes up or down or anything like that. And without, like, I know some earbuds are like the right one, if you hold and volume goes up, the left one you hold and volume goes down. This one, it doesn't matter which one you have, you just swipe and it works on both of them, so that's really neat. So now on to sound quality, which is what we really want to know about. Are these worth it when it comes to sound quality? In my opinion, these sound pretty good. They're not like the best sounding earbuds out there. If you want those, you could easily spend like $299, I believe, for the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2s. But again, those are over $100 more than these are. So for the price, these are very good. The lows, especially if you get that perfect fit of ear tips, the lows are there. The highs are there as well. I think that you aren't going to get rumbling bass, but you will be able to tell that there is bass. If you want a whole lot of bass, I would go with a Sony pair, or maybe even something like the Powerbeats Pros or something like that. But if you want just good sounding earbuds that have pretty accurate bass and good mids and highs, I would definitely go with these. I feel like these, especially compared to my Galaxy Buds Plus and my AirPods Pros, these sound great. The sound is more round. It's more of a rounded sound stage. And so that's really nice. I do wish that I could change the EQ on this a lot more. You're kind of stuck with whatever EQ there is. However, the cool thing about these are that with updates and stuff like that, from what I hear, there's going to be different feature drops, just like there are with the Pixel phones. So anyways, just be aware of that. These also have a companion app, in case, just like the Galaxy Buds do and stuff like that. So I would say that the companion app helps you dive more into the features of these. However, the companion app is only available on Android phones. There's not an iOS companion app. Hopefully they'll make one, but until then, you're pretty much just stuck with your Bluetooth settings and stuff like that, which isn't bad, but I mean, it's kind of like with the AirPods Pros going into an Android phone. You're stuck with whatever settings the default settings are for the AirPod Pros. It's very similar. You're stuck for the default settings on the Google Pixel Buds with an iOS device. But if you have a Pixel phone, then you don't have to get the separate app. It just kind of shows up. You install it, but it shows up in your Bluetooth settings. If you don't have a Pixel phone, then you install a separate app and it just shows up as a separate app in your app drawer, and from there you can kind of change different things, such as like your ear detection, stuff like that. It gives you a tutorial on how to set these up with that app, stuff like that. You can do Find My Earbuds, very similar to like Galaxy Buds or anything like that. You can do your Find My Earbuds, which is nice that these have that as well. So are these worth the $179 that you pay for these, especially compared to the likes of the Galaxy Buds Plus and the AirPod Pros, stuff like that? In my opinion, these are definitely worth it. These have become my go-to earbuds personally. Before these, I really loved the Galaxy Buds Plus because I could get a good seal in my ears, but I also was able to use one or the other independently, and I didn't have to worry about anything sticking out of my ears too far like that stem of the AirPod Pros. With these, I really like that. These are definitely, in my opinion, worth the $179.99. My only issue with these are that the battery life. I wish the earbuds themselves had more battery life. I know the case with the earbuds give you about 24-ish hours of battery life, which is on par with the likes of like the the AirPod Pros, AirPods, or with the case, the Galaxy Buds Plus. However, with the Galaxy Buds Plus, you can get up to 11 hours of playback on a single charge, so you don't have to put them in and then take them back out. Each single bud has 11 hours of playback, not the bud and the case. With the case, it's like 24 hours. But I wish that these had these. These only have about 3 to 4 to 5 hours of playback on a single charge, and so I wish these had more charge on them. But other than that, these are a great fit, and I think that a lot of people, especially if you have an Android phone, especially if you have a Pixel phone, would very much benefit and enjoy using the Google Pixel Buds 2 or 2020s or whatever they're calling them. I'm just gonna go with Google Pixel Buds 2. But anyways, again, I do think that these are great for the money, and they sound great, they feel great, they look great. I love this case. I can't stress how much I love this case. But anyways, thank you. This has been my Google Pixel Buds review. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I post another video. Until then, everyone, stay safe. Peace.